What's up, Thief Nation? Welcome back to another video. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but it seems like nobody wants to work nowadays. Especially not me. And it's not because I'm lazy. It's just that working in the customer service industry is hard. It's scary and it gives me so much anxiety along with depression. For real, if you don't find a healthy work environment, then it's a wrap. Also, the pay can be so shit as well as the hours. Now, I know you gotta work hard for the things you want. I get that. I'm with y'all. But fuck, y'all make it really hard. Like, the customers. When I say y'all, I mean the customers, okay? So today, I wanted to tell y'all some stories from when I worked in the wild that made me not want to work in customer service anymore. These are not in order, but yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it, okay? So, here I am of the tender age of 18? Yeah, 18. Fresh out of the womb. My friend and I were working there, and it was our second day there. I think maybe our third. I think. It was our first week, for sure. And, we're fresh fish. So, at this location, it wasn't really a Pizza Hut. It was in a gas station. And it was called the Pizza Hut Express. And they only gave personal pan pizzas and pasta bowls and some wings. The pasta bowls that we gave was chicken Alfredo and then this meaty stuff. I forgot what the meaty stuff was called. Now, before I continue, let me say that it was just me and my friend there alone. I'm not kidding. The manager literally trained us for a few days. And, she had to dip because she was pregnant. And she hadn't had a day off in a few months. And I'm not even joking. It was just her and this other employee there. And there was 2 shifts. Morning shift and evening shift. So they would just take turns every day. And either, neither of them got a day off, or sometimes the pregnant manager had to work the whole fucking day. And that's a nightmare. I hope she got out, really. But that's probably illegal. I don't know why nobody said anything, but that's a story for another day. So, at this gas station, a lot of truckers came, because it was a truck stop. I should have just called it a truck stop instead of a gas station, but I think that's the same thing. So, anyways, this big old white guy with a beard, your usual trucker, big ass dude, trucker, came and ordered a chicken Alfredo. So cool. We grab a pre-made and throw it in the oven. And when I say pre-made, it's because we pre-make the pastas. So when the customer orders, we don't have to waste extra time actually making it. So we just threw it into this little oven. And yeah. I had to go to the restroom, so I left my friend there for a bit so I could go pee. And when I came back, the first thing I noticed was that the big trucker dude was there, and he was mad as hell. He looked mad as hell. He was turning red. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, he wanted a refund, and I don't remember if he wanted to talk to the manager, but he was pissed. Tell me, look inside this bag. Would you eat it? No, said my no, said my coworker, very distressed. So like I said, my manager wasn't there. So I went next door to the Popeyes for their manager because our manager said I could get their manager. And everyone in the store was staring at us because the man was yelling loud. So let me explain the setup of this location really quick. So there is the gas station part of this truck stop, and then there's the food part. And just think of this big old square. And then there's a Burger King, a Popeyes, and then there's us, the Pizza Hut right there. And behind the scenes, it's all connected. We all share the same behind this. I don't know. I went next door to the Popeyes and I asked for their manager. The Popeyes manager came and we got him his refund, and we had to make him a new one too. But my friend was literally crying during the whole thing. He was yelling at us and she was crying, and he did not give a fuck. These fucking kids need to make this shit right, fucking slackers. And then another random trucker guy jumped in, we don't even know who he was. I don't think we even made an order for him. Yeah, they can't get shit right. They forgot to give me a fork with my order. Who are you? I don't think you fucking ordered. Anyway, let me stop cussing. But yeah, they were jumping us. And for what? So Ugly Bitch's order was done, his remake, and I gave him that shit. I think I gave him extra forks just because that other guy wanted to jump in and they were kikiing. So like, fuck you. But before you could sit down, this lady, before you could sit down, this lady noticed my friend was breaking down, and she came over and signaled for me to call her. I was thinking, this bitch is mad because my coworker's crying in the kitchen, because we were in a kitchen. I don't know. I just don't have any faith in customers. I was expecting her to be like, crying in a fucking kitchen is very unsanitary. Something like that. So I called my friend to her attention, and she went over to the counter to talk to this lady. You are strong. You are beautiful. I love you. But she also said some other stuff that I couldn't hear. Then she turned toward the trucker and was like, hey, sir, can you lay off a little? Hold on. My Siri activated.
Siri? You like my pussy?
There's no need for that.
Why not?
This is none of your business. They're just kids. Fuck off. Well, these kids need to make shit right. You're fucking yelling at kids. You must have big ass balls. And they got into a screaming match as she was leaving. But she cleared him good. Like, yeah, you must be Mr. Big Balls to verbally harass two kids who clearly made a mistake. And the mistake was that one of the pre-mades had a little section that wasn't covered in sauce. So it wasn't okay. So the pre-mades are like small, like circles, like the pastas, and we have to cover the whole shit in sauce. Well, there was just like a part of it. I'll draw a picture, I guess. I'll insert it. So when it cooks in the oven, I guess it bakes like the sauce into the. I don't know how it works, but it's just that part looked burnt. But like it was still edible. But then at the same time, I get it. Like if you don't like it like that, that's fine. We understood. We could have remade it, but you wanted to be pissed off. Like, I'm sorry you hate trucking. I'm sorry you have to sleep with lot lizards every night of your life because you'll never find love. But anyway, the whole lobby stopped and was just staring at him again after that lady left. Like, his ass was probably embarrassed as fuck. But probably not, because he sat down in the lobby and ate anyways. Now, this next part is on me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so dumb, but I was a fetus straight out of the womb. So I talked to my friend and was like, thank God that lady stood up for us for real. And mind you, I was like whisper talking. There was no need for me to be like, thank God that lady stood up for us for real. Because it's not like the dude was standing right in front of us. But at the same time, I probably should have done that. But my friend responded, yeah, she's like a family friend. And I was like, what? You know her? That's so cool. Like, I don't know. I feel like time and a place and like angels do exist for real, you know? But I like to think that even if they didn't know each other, that lady would have stood up for us anyway. Hopefully. Unfortunately, the trucker guy heard somehow and was like, y'all know her? Oh, hell no, I'm reporting this. Like, sir, she's not us. Sorry you got put in your place for real, but go ahead and report us then. Anyway, well, I didn't say that for real, but, you know, I was just thinking, okay, go ahead. But yeah, oops, me and my loud mouth. Or maybe he was just listening to us very closely to see if we could say anything. Like, you know, eavesdropping in public, it's really easy to do. Anyways, the Burger King manager came to check up on us, like, bless his heart for real. And yeah, the reason this particular story pissed me off at the end of the day was not because, well, it was also because my friend was crying, but the gas station head person, like, I guess she was the head honcho of shit there, one of the top managers, I guess, because I've seen her office, like, I pass it every day to clock in. It looked fancy inside. It had a fucking leather cushion chair and shit like that. Anyway, she came up to us. She was like, did you give that gentleman his money back? And like, yeah, but that's all she asked. And then she walked away. So the next day, my manager came back. We told her what happened. And she said, we actually got in trouble for that. Just because that lady yelled at him for yelling at us. Like, wow. We got in trouble? Now the manager agreed that it sucked, but it was the gas station rules, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna name drop it. I worked at TA. Fuck TA. Never work at TA. And also fuck every truck driver out there. No, I'm just kidding. Not every truck driver. We actually had this really good truck driver customer. He was really nice. I think about him sometimes because he said he had a condition and then like he stopped showing up abruptly. So I hope he's okay because he would actually come to this location a lot, to our location. But yeah, TA, I just want to let y'all know, y'all be employing pregnant ladies. No days off. Allegedly though, allegedly. Sorry we couldn't make the chicken Alfredo on our third day working there, Mr. Trucker Man.
When you pull up in a drive-thru, they say, "Hi, welcome to Dairy Queen. What can I get for you today?" Instead, you get, "Welcome to Dairy Queen." Like, so fucking depressed. They don't even say, "What can I get for you?" "How can I help you?" or anything like that. Instead, they have fucking attitude. You don't motherfucking know what your goddamn job, or is that fucking terrible for you? You need to quit that motherfucker. I should have to walk up to a fucking drive-thru and you get pissed off on y'all. Hey, y'all, fix y'all attitude. Go quit y'all fucking job. He didn't tell you to fix your
Oh
job.
my god, corny, lame, bull.
Anyways, McDonald's. Alright. For this one, I know it's probably a misunderstanding, but I'm still thinking about it to this day, because I don't know. I think this was my first job ever. Ever, bitch, ever. So one day, I was working at the window, handing out food during a rush, and this one old man pulled up, and he was kind of cool, because he always pulled up in like this really cool old Lamborghini or whatever. I don't know, I'll try to find a picture of the car. No, I won't. That's too much work, actually, to Google fucking cars. Anyways, I think this was breakfast time. Yeah, it was breakfast time. And I was handing him his sauces, and they kind of slipped out of my hand. So they slipped out of my hand because they were like syrup packets. And if you ever got syrup from McDonald's, they're like bigger than what you'd get ranch and shit. And he had like a few of those. So my hand, like, I was trying my best to grab onto all of them. And my hands kind of slipped, I don't know. And they fell into his hand anyways. Like, I thought it was no problem because he grabbed it perfectly, but he got mad and he started yelling about me. He's like, "I know you probably have an attitude, but there's no reason to take it out on customers," and other stuff like that. And I don't know, the whole time I was like, what the fuck? It wasn't that bad, but still, I just felt bad about it. And he was my favorite customer, so like on one hand, I could have explained to him what happened, but on the other hand, customers really don't give a fuck, I guess. Some of them do. But I don't know, too much trouble, and it was a rush, and yeah, so that dude probably thinks I'm an asshole, and some part of me hates him for yelling at me like that. Oh, another part of McDonald's that I hated was that these adults, these managers, treated it like high school to re-up. Like, no, you're grown. So I hated working shifts when I knew this one manager was going to be there, because she literally had her own clique, I guess you could call it. She was this 30-year-old hoe, and all the teen boys, I guess, or popular people, would work in the front area with her. I don't know why I paused after popular people. I just wanted to, yeah, because some of the people that I went to high school with worked there too, and they were popular in school. And this 30-year-old, I guess she wanted to relive her days, so she would put them all in the front, and everyone who she didn't really fuck with was in the back. So my ass was in the back taking orders. But yeah, it was weird because she was just flirting and messing around with 17-year-old juniors. So anyways, this other manager would literally have dates in the McDonald's, like right there in the lobby. Like, I get it, I guess, but aren't you supposed to be managing? Like, you're on the clock having a date in the lobby. I had this favorite manager, I'm not gonna lie. They would give me kind of like special treatment. We would literally sit and eat ice cream for fun while everyone else worked. Like, I miss her for real. Oh my god, I literally forgot about this. So when I worked there, I made $10 an hour, and the crazy thing is I still felt underpaid. But anyway, one day a coworker wanted all of us to compare our paychecks, because whenever it was payday, they would just hand them out mid-shift, like while we were working. So yeah, this one worker wanted to compare checks, and not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to as well, because I wanted to see how much more the favorite people got paid, because there was definitely favoritism going on in that McDonald's. So we all compared, and everyone else was making like $7.25 an hour or somewhere around that. Gotta go. Like, they were obviously like, what the fuck? And that little moment would end up being the worst decision of my moment there. I don't get mad every time I think about it. I'm just like, damn, there really are haters in the world. So next time I went in, like, the head boss dude was there, like the one who ran the store, I guess. I wouldn't say the owner, because I don't really know if he owns that McDonald's. Maybe he does. I just know that he's in charge of it. Like, he's the boss. So he was sitting there at a table when I came in, like, as soon as, like, I haven't even clocked in yet. And he told me to sit down. So I did. So when we hired you, there was a glitch that made you get $10 an hour instead of the usual rates. Okay. So yeah, going forward, we have fixed the issue and you will earn minimum wage, buddy. They were gonna start paying me $7 per hour for McDonald's, bitch. Hell nah. I wanted no, I went to my favorite manager who just got there and I was like, how do I put in a 2-week notice? Because I was ready to quit. I don't know why I just didn't walk out, but this was my first job ever, so I was kind of like scared a little bit. It's the first time you put your 2 weeks in. I don't know, other people don't give a fuck, but I was very much goody two-shoe back then. He taught me how. It was actually simple. Like, I thought I'd have to write a whole fucking essay on why I'm leaving. No, you just write down like your name on a piece of paper and you put like 2 weeks notice and then you write the final date, like your final working day, 2 weeks in the future. But I changed my mind last minute. I mean, I felt bad for leaving her behind because since we were so close, we kind of planned to quit McDonald's together and go work at like Walmart or something. So I backed out. I just decided to stick it out, But as we were in the office. Like, every McDonald's has one office. I think at least ours does over here. So as I was leaving the office, the head manager walked in. So later, my favorite manager, we were on break or whatever, and she told me that Mr. Boss Man came in and was like, what was he doing in here? And she told him that I almost put in my 2 weeks. And he said, well, if he did, I would have slammed the paper in front of him and told him, your last 2 weeks were your 2 weeks. Wait, did I say that right? Your 2 weeks were your last 2 weeks, and you can go. So basically what that means is that it's like the last 2 weeks you were here is basically your 2 weeks. You don't have to come in anymore. And while that's unethical for some people, I mean, I heard it's a shitty thing to do, but it's legal apparently. So yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't have given a fuck. I kind of wished I did though, because I would have been like, yes, I'm out of here. But anyway, I stayed for another 4 weeks and then I quit like in October. I don't know. I was kind of sad I had to go, but at the same time I wasn't. The job, it wasn't that bad, I guess. I would do it again if I really needed to. I mean, it wasn't so bad. You had coworkers, you had a team. The only part I would not like to experience again was high school, the re-up, because I don't know, that's so weird. What are we doing? I heard they pay more though, so maybe I'll go back. McDonald's area part 2. I'm like jealous of those people who fucking have a good work environment, good coworkers.
Hi, your store's not open. Oh, I'm not too sure why that is. Have you tried calling the person who's supposed to open today? Yeah, I did, but she's not answering, so I'm gonna need you to come in and open the store. It is actually my day off, and I'm not in Sydney. I'm visiting family 3 hours away, so I'm not gonna be able to do that. Okay, but I need you here within the next hour to open before the cover gets here. Yeah, but I can't get there within the hour because I'm 3 hours away. You live 5 minutes away from the store. Could you maybe go and open and meet the cover there? I can ask her to come in early? No, it's my day off. I won't be doing that.
Let it out. Let it out.
So for my last entry, I'm talking about Hampton Inn and Suites. I worked at a hotel. The job. It would be very cunty. It would be a very good job if my hotel wasn't fucked all the way up. First of all, I don't mean to lose some of y'all, but the demographic of customers who went just irritated the hell out of me. Like, we'll have these really old, rich white people. Sometimes old, but like sometimes you'll have some 30, 40-year-olds in there. And they'll spend like $200 a night like it's $20. Okay, I see. I know how this looks. Yeah, I am a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could do that. Be like, oh, it's just $150 plus tax plus incidentals, $250. Okay, like, wow. But that's not the point. The point is they'll get mad at front desk if something is wrong with the hotel. And like, I get it. You paid a hefty price for the room. but there's nothing we can do about it. Like, we didn't set the prices. Like, please just call Hilton, go do whatever you need to do, but we did not set the prices. There's no need for you to yell at us and then put a complaint to corporate on our names. Like, we didn't make the hotel. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, it just gets so draining. And like, our hotel specifically, shit was broken. So the gym worked, but I think it was stuck at like 70, almost 80 degrees. And I don't know how gyms are usually set at, but I don't know. We got a lot of complaints about it being too hot, and there's nothing we could do because the owner himself was like, well, that's just how the gym is. I don't know if that's right. Let me know in the comments. Our pool broke in for like a whole year once. Yeah. And what sucks is the owners did not update the website. I mean, ooh, I almost name dropped her. I'ma call the manager who was there, Miss Dallas, because I think I'll be talking about her more in the future. Not in a bad way. Like, me and her are still close to this day. But Miss Dallas did her best to try to change the website and everything, but she wasn't head honcho. Like, she wasn't the owners. Only they could do it for some reason. I don't know if hotel business works that way, but Miss Dallas did not have access to all that shit. So she was in there in the trenches with us. So pool was broken for a year. We got shit about that. What's that thing called with all the computers in it? I forgot what it's called, but we have a room with like computers in it that like guests could use. So like, you know, we got a lot of traveling businessmen and shit, and they would need to print stuff out. That was broken. The rooms, they were okay, but some of them were kind of like shitty, like no lamps, missing headlamps. You'd walk in, the light above does not work, and there was no way you could fix that either. And we would like put multiple out of order little notices in there, and the owner he did not give a fuck. I'm so sorry. Like, it's infuriating. And that, like, a shitty hotel leads to customers getting upset, which leads to front desk to take the heat, and that just caused me so much anxiety. Like, I just couldn't be there because I knew every person I was checking in, like, they either don't give a fuck, because there are people who don't give a fuck if like a light is broken, but there are some that will yell your ass off. They'll do the most, like they'll carry it out, and I get it, I totally do, but it's just, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm so sorry. And we can't even leave notes up like, oh, this shit is broken, like so and so, because the bosses will like call us and be like, that's not Hilton approved, you can't leave that up. And what sucks is that they be watching us from the cameras. So I mean, I don't know, we were constantly being monitored, but at the same time we weren't, if that makes sense. Coworkers weren't bad at all. Like, I actually had fun with my coworkers. We'd Uber Eats food and stuff. So yeah, I guess if you want to work front desk hotel, I recommend it. Just find yourself a good hotel that has their shit together, because mine, no. Anyways, before I close out this video, I want to say some positive things about working in the service industry. I know, right? So at McDonald's, I forgot, me and this coworker, we became close. She was this very pretty girl, and I don't know what we were talking about, but like, we were closing for the day, like we were cleaning up. I remember I was mopping, and what were we talking about? I don't know what it was, but she just yelled pussy, I think, or vagina. And this lady walked out of the bathroom, and we didn't know she was there. Like, we thought the store was empty. And she looked at me and she's like, what did she say? And I'm like, who? Because I'm playing dumb at this point. That girl, what's her name? I don't know. You don't know her name? So like, I walked to the back and she's just yelling, that was so inappropriate. What is y'all's name? And my manager, one of the managers was there. She was trying so hard not to give a fuck. Like, she was turning towards the fries. She didn't want to deal with it. And the lady pulls out her phone and starts recording, and she's like, y'all are going on Facebook. This is a children's establishment. Y'all shouldn't be yelling shit like that. And I need all of y'all's names. I need her name specifically. Y'all are going on Facebook and shit like that. And I took a recording of the moment back because I was like, oh, hell no, now she's recording. And one of the employees there, he started talking to her, and I thought he was going to give out my name low-key. So the reason why I don't have this recording is because I yelled don't tell her my name, so and so. But like, I was a fucking sophomore in high school, and I was a little insecure, I guess, of my voice. So when I listened back to the audio, I sounded fucking, it was so squeaky. Don't tell her my name, Hudson. Like some shit like that. And then when I would rewatch the video, I'm like, I cannot show anybody this. This is fucking embarrassing. I don't know. Such a weird thing to be self-conscious of, but I just was, okay? So that lady left. I never saw my Facebook appearance, if I had one. Management didn't really give a fuck, but she wrote a note to the boss just in case that lady decided to complain to corporate or something. So, manager's excuse for us was that we were talking about abortion, and the lady caught on and, you know, thought we were being inappropriate. And then she was like, well, why are topics like that being brought up in the restaurant? And that was pretty much the end of it. But yeah, McDonald's pussy moment, period. Another one, this was kind of like a bonus to working at the hotel, I suppose. Every February in Texas, well, not every February, it's just been 2 Februaries so far. It like snows really badly, like blizzards. So Hampton, they'll give out free rooms. Our Hampton, at least, gives out free rooms for the workers. If you're a Hilton official and we're not supposed to be doing that, mind your business, bitch, because fuck you. You can afford it. Anyway, they gave out free rooms for the workers to stay so they won't have to travel back and forth towards the blizzard. Because it gets bad, I'm not going to lie. It does get bad. That's basically it. Like, you get a free night in a hotel room. It's kind of good, I guess. You feel like you're on a vacation, but not really, because you have to wake up and go to work. But at least you can wake up late because you literally just have to go downstairs into the lobby and you're there, you clock in. Yeah. So for the most part, I would never work customer service again if I could. Hopefully college isn't a total waste of time and I can get a little office job typing all day. But that's unrealistic because literally if you're a normal person, customer service is all you're going to be working. That's the sad truth. So I wish every rude customer a happy death because really y'all are the ones that are making it hard for us customer service workers. The customer is never right. I'm so sorry. And if you're currently working a customer service job, you are stronger than our troops and you deserve the best head. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed my pro gameplay in the back. Or if y'all listened while doing a chore or drawing or whatever, that's cool. I kind of prefer that because I do that with Storytime videos. So I'm glad I got to help. Subscribe for more videos like this. I would say I have another video coming, but that's if the procrastination demon does not touch me. So anyway, see y'all next time. Goodbye.